Hello everyone, welcome to this class. I'm 𝐓𝐻𝐇 Couture. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful underbust Basque shape top. So if this is what you are looking to learn, you stick to the end of the tutorial. Thank you for joining us if you are joining us for the first time, and for our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you are yet to subscribe, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question, you drop them in the comment section. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us, and let's get started. To draft this underbust Basque shape top, I've drawn out the outline. So this is the chest line, this is the chest line, this is the bust, this is the underbust, this is the waist. So from the waist, for the Basque effect, I stepped down by 5 inches. So this is the blouse length. So then we'll go ahead to impute all our measurements. The shoulder divided by 2, you put it on your shoulder line and also on the chest line. You connect the lines together. Shoulder slope, step down by 1, connect it to the neck width of 3 inches. So we have this now. The bust is 36 inches, divided by 4, we have 9 inches. So we mark the same thing on the underbust and also on the waistline. Nipple to nipple measurement is 6.5 divided by 2. I have 3.25. Mark it down to the hem. Okay, so now that we have this now, so we're going to measure our waist measurement, which is 7.5. After dividing it by 4, I have 7.5. The same thing with the underbust. The waist and the underbust measurements are both the same, so I'll connect the lines together like this. So whatever difference you have here, difference in the bust and the waist measurement, is what we'll be using as our dart. So the difference I have here is 1.5, so I'll be dividing it on both sides of the dart of the nipple line. I'll do the same thing on the underbust too, since the measurements are both the same. The darts, both the waist darts and the bust darts, will be stopping ½ inch before the bust point. So the difference in the front half length and the back half length is 1.5. So I'm going to mark it like this. So whatever you have on the darts here, on the waist here as darts, you are going to take it to the hem. Okay, so now that we are done with this, so to do the Basque effect now, so on this point here, from the waist, you step down by 1 or 1.5 inches, so that the blouse will be a bit, the top will be a bit long. So you step down by 1 or 1.5. I'm going to be doing 1.5. So I'm going to connect this line together like this. So from this 1.5 here, you are going to be connecting it to this point. And don't forget, before you connect, always remember to close your darts. So you close the darts like this, then you connect it. Okay, so this is what we have as the back shape of the top. So don't forget, here we have not added our allowance. So by the time you are adding your allowance, you just add the side allowance to this part here. So now that we are done with the back shape, now we mark out our armhole curve. So you divide the armhole by 2, then you step down by 1. For the front, you go in by 1 inch. Connect the lines together. Okay, so we have it. So for the neckline now, you notice that the neck depth stops on the under bust. So from the under bust down to the hem, there is a zip in the front. So we are going to mark the neck width now. So for my neck width, I'm going to be using 3.5 for the neck width. So from this point here, I'll be connecting it to the under bust. But if you don't want yours to get to the under bust, but if you want it according to what is in the style, you are going to connect the neckline to the under bust. And the under bust too is a little bit open, so I'm going to go in on the under bust by ½ inch, so that what is opening on the under bust will be like 1 inch. So I'll go in from the under bust by ½ inch. So I'll connect this point here to this point here. So I have this point here like this. Okay, so you connect it like this. So this is where our zip is going to be from. So once you are able to achieve this one now, you can go ahead and cut out the patterns. Okay, so I've cut it out like this. So this is the upper part and this is the down part. So this one here, you can decide to just close up your darts like this on your pattern paper, so that on the fabric there will be no darts opening, there will be no seam line on this part. So this part here, when you are adding it on your fabric, you are going to be adding a zipper allowance where you are going to be fixing the zip, and on the side you'll be adding the side allowance, the hem allowance, and also the joining allowance for this part. So for this other part here, so you can just sew your darts in, or it has a little bit of pleats, so you can slash it a little bit like this to have excesses at this part. So you just open it up a little bit like this. Don't forget, please close your bust darts before you start all of this. It is very important to close your bust darts. Okay, so you can do a little bit of slashing around this part so that you have excesses to pleat. So you will slash it like this. When you are sewing it, you just pleat in the excesses to have that little gathered effect on the under bust area. So once you are done this now, you can proceed to draft out the back bodice. For the back now, I have drawn out the outline. So this is my chest line, the bust line, the under bust, the waistline, and you know, for the front, from the waistline we step down by 1.5. So this is where the blouse, the back is going to be stopping. From that 1.5 we step down. So now that we have this, you mark out your nipple to nipple measurements down to the hem. Alright, so we have the line like this. So we're going to impute all our measurements. Now don't forget that for the back, there is not going to be any zip at the back, because we have zip in the front. So because of the zip in the front, there will be no zip at the back. So if you want to do your sway back, if you do sway back for the back, there's going to be a joining line. But if you don't want any seam line on the center back, we just go ahead and draft your normal measurements. Then when you are cutting this part out, it's going to be folded when you are cutting it on the fabric. So I don't want any seam line to be on my back, so I'm just going to impute the measurement straight up like that. So my bust is 9 inches. I will mark the same thing on the waist and on the under bust to connect the lines together. So I'll mark it down to where the top length is stopping. So we have this. Then the bust, the waist is 7.5. The difference is what we'll be using as our dash. The difference, which is 1.5. I'll be dividing it on both sides. Then I'll take it to the hem. So the darts, I'll connect it to the bust point. So now that we've done that, we'll draw out the armhole, divide it by 2, stepping by 1/2 inch for the back. So now in the picture we are working with, we did not see what the back neckline looks like, so we don't know how the back neckline is. But for me, I also want to do the same thing that is in the front, so it will have like open back, also like a v-neck at the back. So I will make my neck width to be 3.5, same thing we did for the front. Then I will connect this under bust. So I marked out the under bust so as to know where the neckline will be stopping. So I want to do the same neckline that we have for the front. I will do the same thing for the back also. So I have this here. So from this side down now, it will be folded. So I will just cut out the neck here. So this part here, since there's not going to be any zip, so this part will be folded. The zip is in the front. So once we're able to achieve this now for our back, we can go ahead and cut out the pattern. Okay, so this is the pattern for the back now. I will bring up our front pattern also. So this is what the patterns for the top is going to be looking like. Don't forget, the zip is going to be on the front side, and when you are joining this part, you know, we step in by 1/2 inch. So when you are joining the upper part to this place, is going to be starting from the 1/2 inch that we joined. So the difference in the front will be 1.5 before, 1 inch before the zip area. So you have this like this. So this brings us to the end of our tutorial today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next class.